Now, for people with food allergies, eating out can be difficult. But now the government wants to overhaul allergen labelling to give consumers clearer information about the food they might buy.
This follows the death of 15-year-old Natasha Ednan Laperouse, who died after suffering an allergic reaction to a pret-a-manger sandwich. Now, Carla Jones from Allergy UK joins us from our studio in Tunbridge Wells. Good morning to you, Carla. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is a consultation at the moment, isn't it? I suppose the question that kind of comes to mind is, surely this is common sense. Why doesn't it just get put into place straight away? What's stopping it?
I mean, we really welcome the fact that the Environment Secretary and the Food Minister and DEFRA have brought forward this consultation. The tragic death of Natasha and sadly about 10 people every year who die from food-induced anaphylaxis, a majority of which these deaths occur from foods eaten outside of the home, means that actually it's much needed. We've had the EU food information regulations that came into force in 2014, and that was a major step forward for the food allergic community, because it meant that actually for 14 top allergens, as it was classed across Europe, that foods would be labelled, and it made it a safer and place for them to go out and eat, made them feel more comfortable and confident when they were purchasing foods. What these tragic deaths have continued to show us is that actually those regulations don't go far enough. And what we need to do, and what we're really pleased to see, is that there's this commitment to say actually the responsibility for ensuring that nobody else dies from food allergy when buying and purchasing food external to their home is the fact that we need to ensure that all foods have a label that has the full ingredients and the full allergens on those labels. We as Allergy UK would endorse that this should be available on all foods, so full ingredients and full allergens.
Where's the resistance coming from then, or where would the resistance come from to this?
And I think in fairness, this is about working together with food business operations, and there are lots of food business operations who already will do things like, I've been into restaurants if you say I actually have food allergies, or you ring up beforehand, they will either put something specific on the menu for you, or they'll come out with a matrix that actually shows you what's in all of the ingredients in all the different foods, so you can choose and work with them about what food you want to eat.
That's fine in a restaurant, but this is more about when you're on the high street and you're popping in and you think, well, I'm just going to grab something quickly, and so I suppose what I'm asking is, what's the resistance from that side of retailing, if any? I'm asking you, to make this more convenient, because it just seems so obvious that a full list of ingredients is the easiest thing.
I'd agree with you, and I think part of that is because they are complying with what is the regulation at the moment, that if you make your pre-packed food on the premises in your own kitchen on that day to sell, then you are allowed to just put a sign up that instructs people or asks people to ask about their allergies either at the till or on the shelf, and then the staff interact. The problem you have is that there are high turnover areas, so somewhere like an airport prep, which happened in Natasha's case, it is a high turnover area. It's actually something with staff interchangeable. It's not the time to have that kind of discussion about what's actually in this food, what are the ingredients, and sometimes the staff don't actually know if you ask. So there needs to be a change, because actually, although they may have been complying with the law, it is not working. Things are changing, and people with food allergy are dying from food-induced anaphylaxis, and this needs to change, and there needs to be this change of thought process and change of responsibility, that the food business operators also include full ingredients and full allergens.
Carla, it's good to talk to you. Thank you very much for explaining all of that. So that's Carla Jones there, who's the Chief Executive of Allergy UK. Carla mentioned Natasha Ednan Laperouse, the young girl, the 15-year-old, who died after eating a sandwich that had allergens in it. We're going to be talking to her parents a little later on at